How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, guys, I have ourselves a little bit of an interesting thing going on, guys. So, apparently, that E3 leak that I made a video about not too long ago, which I actually deleted because you guys were saying, oh, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. So, I deleted it. Turns out, it was actually kind of real. It actually turned out on the 7th about the Nintendo Switch online service. It actually happened. We got the information, which is so strange. It is so strange. Now, I don't know if we should take this with, like, we should always keep in mind, take this all with a grain of salt, guys. But why is this important? What am I even talking about? Okay, so basically, everybody here has been sending me stuff. Raul, thank you so much. Matthew, thank you so much as well. Now, this is the original post right here. This one is the one that I actually made a video about, saying, you know, Nintendo's releasing details about their online service on the May 7th, which ended up happening. That's real. Service goes live on September 24th. We don't know. Service offers dedicated voice chat through a existing chat service. I think that's kind of real, but I haven't really read through everything here yet. This is kind of the listing, and this is the official page, by the way, for Nintendo, which you can Pokemon. But before we get into that, guys, I want to give a huge thank you to everybody who's been sending me stuff, because I think, also, yeah, Raul, thank you so much for sending me that freaking notification, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Raul sent me specifically this, and it was a listing directly from, I think it's an archive of a 4chan post, because that's where this all originated from, a 4chan post, which is very interesting. But then somebody also took the information and condensed it down into a game FAQs freaking post, or a GameSpot post, or whatever you want to call it, which is right here, as you guys can see. But either way, so I'm going to be reading through things based on this article here at PokeJungle.net, by the way, which they condensed everything down a little bit. I'm going to read through the whole thing, give you my opinions, and also talk about what they say is going to be revealed, aka with the first things first, and that is, you know, the introduction here. So a rumor was posted recently. Thank you to Matthew. Thank you to AJ, thank you to Anthony, Dan, and I was like, dude, okay, this is actually getting interesting now. So, a rumor was posted recently which included Nintendo's major reveal at this year's E3 Electronic Entertainment Expo, held June 12th until today, when details for Nintendo Switch's online service were revealed. Because those details have been announced, we're going ahead and posting the rumor here. Be warned, just because it was right about one thing doesn't mean you should put salt, which I agree. Don't take this as real based on one thing being confirmed. Don't would be fantastic. I mean, an early reveal would be great as well. I mean, the faster we get the game, the better. But this way, we at least have an idea of when we can see the game. If this is real, based on the things we've heard so far, we at least have a feeling of when we can see the game. And I'm also very curious, what does going back to Kanto mean? Will we be seeing, like, Mega Evolutions returning? Will we be seeing, like, you know, some new form of Pokemon, etc., etc., etc.? I'm a bit curious. Either way, let's continue. There are two versions of this information, essentially. One which was posted on 4chan, which is archived out here. By the way, thank you to PokeJungle for leaving the links right there. It's very much appreciated. I'm gonna also link everything down below, guys, just keep that in mind. And which one, another one, which was posted on Game FAQs. We'll be covering the 4chan post since it appears to have the latter thread used information from it. So apparently this is the one that will be, but to tell you some stuff I know, a friend of mine works with Nintendo for media, things like logos, trailers, etc. I've been talking to him a bit yesterday over Discord because he's been stressed out a lot lately, and for good reason. Nintendo is really going at it next few weeks. Because of the stress he really let loose last night and gave me a shit ton of info. Most of it was spoken kindly, slurry, kind of slurry because he's been drinking a bit. Seems like, so I did my best to make sense of it. And I presented kindly, neatly. Okay, kind of neatly. So, let's go through the information right here on PokeJungle because they kind of condensed it together, like, really nicely. So, first up, Nintendo Switch's online service. And this is the one that was confirmed. This happened yesterday on May the 7th, okay? Nintendo Switch's online service. This one was mainly stressed over. He was mainly stressed over, as a lot of the plans have changed for it. Current date for the info dump is May 7th. With its price, with it comes pricing, even though that's publicly available, which is already info we have, which you can also read here. They actually go through the pricing right there, I think, for 1 month, 3 months, you know, a year, etc., or a three-year plan, I guess, or a 365-day plan. I don't even know what they're, you know, what the difference is between these two. Either way, it's besides the point. But this basically is just like shows you information right here about the, you know, the actual online search online, save data custody, Switch software, family, computer, Nintendo Switch, blah, 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 online play. You get the point. It's pretty straightforward. And, I'm really interested though, because there's one thing missing here, and I can't see any information, but I think it's just because it does mention up there, they're finalizing, like, the things about it, and that is them making, a kind of, a partnership with something like Discord, so you can have an online, like, you know, so you can connect through Discord on the Nintendo Switch. Either way, let's continue here. So when it comes pricing, info about the service and release date on September 24th. The price you get, for the price you get a dedicated voice chat on the console through a partnership Nintendo is currently finalizing with several candidates. Discord is the big one. Exclusive discounts on the eShop stuff Having a My Nintendo account also adds additional discounts in some areas, online play of course, and the virtual console stuff, which has also been changed, so now it looks more like a PlayStation Plus type of thing and such, and you get access to a select amount of games per month, and you keep them as long as your membership is renewed. Speaking of virtual console, general idea behind that has been changed around too. New branding is Nintendo Classics, and thanks to the new software, Nintendo can start pumping out these way more often and at a way cheaper cost. If your highest NES game costs like 6 on the Wii U, for example, then expect that to cost around 2.5 range now. They expect these to start coming out in August, with NES and GB being available at the start, and then SNES and 64 stuff being added by the end of 2018/early 2019. GameCube, Wii U is still up in the air. Now, what's really interesting is that they mentioned something like Famicom here, which I find really interesting. I'm not really sure what they're trying to say, but like they say, okay, so Nintendo Switch, you can enjoy family computer and computer Nintendo Switch Online software packed with Nintendo Switches, packed with NES games during subscription period, taking the Joy-Con to everyone, enjoying it, playing online with friends far away. Now, this is something we kind of already knew, so they're just talking about, I mean, when they say Famicom, I guess they're literally just referring to, you know, like different, I guess, you know, sort of different NES titles and that sort of stuff, Nintendo Entertainment System games, so whatnot. So they actually have a few 20 lineups at the time of service starts in September 2018. Software will be added periodically, and they have an disclaimer: football, tennis, Mario Brothers, Dr. Mario, Super Mario Bros. 3, etc., etc. A bunch of games essentially. And then they talk about, speaking of Mario Odyssey DLC, saw the rough version of this, and here's the description. Trailer plays out a lot like E3 2017 trailer, where it begins with a T-Rex roaring until the change comes with the Luigi the hat replacing Mario's. Camera makes notice of this too. A zoom in while a confused music cue plays. Luigi bursts out and lands in the white space area that he was in the Balloon World trailer. The surprise then comes when things go dark and a spotlight appears on Wario and Waluigi. That's a big reveal, I guess. Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi will all be playable in Odyssey through paid DLC. It's announced through that Luigi is going to be available right after the presentation, with Wario and Waluigi being playable at E3. Each adds about 70 new moons to the game and exclusive to those characters. So I don't know if this is actually real. I mean, it seems like a bit crazy that they would add Luigi, Waluigi, and also Wario. Seems a bit insane, but hey, I mean, whatever, you know, if that's real, that's real. I don't know. Either way, so third-party time. This is the one that I was a bit confused about. So they say here, third-party time. Activision comes on and announces some stuff. There will be a Crash Bandicoot amiibo that adds some new extra hard time trials to the game that will be releasing in the summer. Next, Spyro is coming to the Switch too, releasing in October. They tease compatibility with the Crash amiibo, and then he just gives some little, you know, his own little opinion there. Finally, Black Ops 4 Battle Royale is coming to the Switch in November, and it will have cross-platform play with the PC and Xbox versions. No base Black Ops, unfortunately. However, remember Activision for later, because it is ridiculous, or I don't know what they're trying to say there. Either way, it's besides the point. Then they mentioned Sega. Sega are unveiling the Sega Ages line officially in the US at E3, and also announced Sonic Adventures 1 and Sonic Adventures 2 are releasing on the Switch in the summer. Finally, Supersonic Racing is coming to the Switch in the holiday season. Saw some gameplay of this, and it seems as if it's like a Sonic R-esque then racing transform, thanks to some characters being out of their cars. There's apparently a tease for Nintendo crossover for that one too, which sounds very fun actually. I would not mind another racing game. I'm enjoying, you know, freaking, like, Super Mario, whatever you call it, sorry, I'm just losing track right now, guys. Either way, Metroid Prime 4 trailer shows off gameplay, and there's a Ridley tease 2019. Cool. Then we have what we are all waiting for, and that is Pokemon Holiday 2018 shows off graphics, with the game taking on a more realistic art style, though with a lot of that Pokemon style in there. Reminds me a bit of a watered down Pokken. This is very nice. I am very excited about this. Guys, so if this is real, okay, keep in mind, this was confirmed. This right here was confirmed. This right here, that the info dump is going to be on May 7th. Here it is. Here it is. It happened yesterday. The May 7th. It happened. It's actually real. So the actual thing was real. It wasn't fake. It was actually confirmed. I am so hyped up right now, but that means we're getting a Red and Blue remake, or a reboot, I guess, which then it really starts making, like, me question things, because, like, here's the thing, right? I think that this reboot will not just be a reboot back to just Kanto. I think we're going to get something extra with it. Because keep in mind, if you guys remember, the Japanese Riddler, okay? The Japanese Riddler already said it was going to be a reboot almost 3 months ago, right? If it turns out being a reboot, we're not just getting Kanto, we're getting something extra. A specific individual that I talked to, who then provided the images to me, and then we researched the images, and it turns out that those images relate really closely to that thing that was posted by that Italian. Images he essentially, you know, sent us really match the ones from the Italian leaker. So there is a one place. We're going to go from 2 places. So it may be a Kanto reboot, but it won't just be in Kanto. We'll go to different places as well, which I am very interested in, and I want to see how that's going to turn out if that ends up happening. But we do kind of have a feeling that, like, Kanto reboots are coming, guys, and we're kind of getting a Kanto, like, return or whatnot, which, I'm kind of excited for, but I'm also very worried because I want to see more new Pokemon stuff. And going back to an old region, it is kind of, in a sense, to me, kind of like it's kind of lame, but like at the same time, if they have new stuff, and when I say new stuff, I mean new features. Give us, like, you know, this like new shiny thing, that new form of shiny things. Like give us that, so we have more stuff to catch, more stuff to have fun with, more stuff to enjoy. Just give us more entertainment. That's all I'm asking for. Because if we just get Kanto, I don't know, guys. But either way, that's going to be that, guys. If you want to go through read through this stuff, you can all do that. I'm gonna link it all down below, guys. But this kind of, the fact that this is confirmed now, that this like happened on May 7th, and they've kind of confirmed this information. They have yet to actually talk about like the voice chat. They actually haven't talked about that yet because I can't see any info. But it does mention though in the post, if you guys remember, they are finalizing. Essentially, they're finalizing partnerships and deals with these companies to eventually put that through until September 24th, which they have time to, like, you know, get made and created and then actually plugged into, you know, in the online service. It should be able to be done, yet it's not going to be confirmed maybe on E3, or it wasn't given, you know, as a direct info. Very excited about this, guys. I want to know your opinions. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, and thank you so much for watching. My name has been Waffle Rowlet. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly, I am so excited right now.